Yikes. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm WendyO. We're going to be talking about the shocking FTX Sbf trial, and SBF is kind of trying to escape jail, but not in the way you think. He's just trying to get off. He's literally just trying to get off. So we're going to be talking about that. I can't even talk right now. I have a bug bite on my leg. I went and stood outside for literally like 5 minutes and it bit me through my leggings, and I'm just right now. Good morning to Brian, to Lil D, to Mike. And I think that's all that's in the chat. I'm going to do a poll right now. Thank you for the roses. But somebody said, Brian said, whatever you do, don't mention Taylor Swift. You'll upset Tammy. I said, Swift is nothing special. She isn't Stevie Nicks. And Little D said, she's no Stevie, but 1989 was a monster record. It totally was. But this is the thing. Okay. This is the thing. Taylor Swift, there's really no talent there. There's really not. Hold on. Let me do this poll really quick. SBF serve jail time. I have to do this. 1 second. I can't do one thing and another thing at the same time. And my ex used to get so mad at me for saying that, but I can't do everything all the time. Coconut protein bowl. Okay, we'll do that. I can't spell. I honestly don't care. I'm just literally just trying to get through today. Okay. Also, today is gym day. Okay, let me get back to it. Shout out to Montana. I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift really quick. Shout out to the SQUIDGROW community. I love the SQUIDGROW community. They're also partners, just so you guys know, because we're transparent on this. We're transparent on the show. But let me tell you all something about Taylor Swift. These people, they don't sing and dance together anymore. It's no Judy Garland, no Stevie Nicks. I'm used to the old school stuff like Janet Jackson and Whitney Houston and Christina Aguilera, all that type. I'm really good at multitasking. I've got ADHD, so I'm really good at multitasking, but there are certain things I'm not good at. And I've got wrinkles up here. But I don't see the thing that's special with Taylor Swift. There's just nothing special to me. You're just overproduced. It's nothing super great. I like to see real musicians and music playing and instruments and dancing and those types of things. That's all. I mean, people like her. That's cool. She's just pop. She's not country. She's, I do love the outlaw country. That's good. Good for her. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for all her success. It's awesome. I just don't think that she's good. I don't think she's got any talent. That's just me. But I've also got 300 records from the 60s to whenever they really stopped making records of just old school stuff. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Anyways, we are going to be talking about Sam. We're going to be talking about SBF, FTX. There's been a lot of interesting bombshells that's coming out. I personally don't think he's going to do the jail time he deserves. And I don't think it was 100% him. And we've talked about it on the show. We've talked about it multiple times. His parents had a lot to do with things. His parents were the one that had the connections. His parents were the one that facilitated the donations that really kind of pushed him to do things. Remember, you guys, we read a court document where he was Sam's father, which is a Stanford attorney, I believe, or professor, CPA, I forget. His parents, they're attorney CPAs. They know how to do stuff, and they served on different, they served as different advisors for different people on the blue side. And the reason why we're bringing that up is because it's the truth. It is what it is. We've talked about the list of donations. Most of it's blue, which again, both parties have a lot of bad actors, and I'm not saying one is better than the other, but in this particular case, when we're talking about the crypto contagion, we're talking about the collapse of crypto, we're talking about our liberties being taken away. If you look and see what's going on, Gary Gensler was placed into office by President Biden, blue guy. Elizabeth Warren has nothing nice to say about crypto, even though the cool thing about crypto and blockchain technology is that it's borderless, is that it doesn't discriminate. So if generally the blue is supposed to be more progressive, more liberal, and they want to be more inclusive, which that's great. Let's include people. And that's exactly what blockchain technology does. Okay. It actually includes people, includes everybody from all different backgrounds. Don't matter if you're brown, doesn't matter whatever color you are, whatever it is. Everybody can participate. All you have to do is use your brain. And that's okay. And that's all that we care about. Okay. That's one of the reasons why I crypto is because it's very inclusive. It just, the way that it's inclusive is nobody's getting handouts. So if you're somebody who wants to get a handout, you're someone who wants to get spoon fed, that's not what crypto is about. Any way, shape, or form. That's not how it works. I'm getting really hungry. I might have to go run and get my coconuts. But anyways, but if you look to see, President Biden put Gensler in power. Gensler has done nothing to help regulate the industry, has done nothing to help push this industry forward. If anything, he met with SBF multiple times. And we posted a video, a 3:30 p.m. video yesterday. A lot of you guys didn't watch it, which sucks to be you because put a lot of information out. In that video, we talked about how Gensler is not responding to the House Financial Services Committee. I believe that's what it's called, okay? And he's not responding to it because he met with FTX. He met with Sam. What are they hiding? And again, the cool thing about blockchain technology is anybody who received blockchain payments, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. It's going to be put out there. Okay. But of course, Miss Warren doesn't want that to happen. Byron doesn't want it to happen. A lot of public servants on both sides don't want that to happen. The reason why they don't want it to happen is because then they get exposed for all their money laundering and all the terrible things that they've been doing and the insider trading. We talked about we talked about Dianne Feinstein. Again, condolences to her family. It's always very horrible. Why doesn't BitBoy Crypto like me? Ben and I are cool. So again, it's that platform. It's always that platform. I actually want to turn my phone around so I can't even see anymore. But anyways, with that being said, we talked about Dianne Feinstein, and she had like a net worth of like $100 million. And everybody's like, hey, it was her husband. It was her husband's money. But what a lot of people fail to realize is her husband was an investment banker. Investment makers make investments. They make money off of that. And when you are married to a public servant who gets insider information, you are able to execute a lot better trades and investments based on that information. And we talked about a story where those two people were investigated by the FBI. 1 + 1 = 69. Okay. So there's a lot of corruption going on, which again, it is. It's on both sides of the spectrum, Like it's just, it's infuriating. But again, like the poor people, you and I, the people from poverty, the poor people, those of us who weren't brought up with money, those of us who weren't spoon fed, those of us who were, don't have $1 million in assets or not making $250,000 a year, we get screwed out of it. We are allowed to gamble. We are allowed to have access to lottery tickets and to scratchers and to high payday loans. But because we're born poor, because we're born, not like these other people, which is fine because we could still make a way for themselves, but we're already at a disadvantage because of the way the law is set up. The law says you're too stupid to be able to do what you want to do with your money. But the interesting thing about it, I believe that 48% of Americans have no idea what they've invested in with their 401k. And you see how problematic that is? Like you're forced to generally get a job right after school or right after college, which, I get it. You got to pay your bills and stuff. Entrepreneurism is not encouraged in school. So we're forced to go out, and then they say, hey, go ahead. And we don't really have pensions anymore in the United States of America. Those are all gone. Those days are gone. So what they do is they say, okay, you're going to contribute to your Social Security. Inflation brings that down. So it's less money you end up getting. Then they're like, okay, well, you're going to go ahead and invest in a 401k. That's going to be a great retirement for you. But they don't teach you what a 401k is in high school. They don't teach you how to invest. They don't teach you about any of these different companies. They don't even teach you how to research them. They don't. If you want me to see me work the speed bag, you're going to have to pay, and it's going to be hefty. Love ya. So you see where the problem lies is they want to keep us poor and stupid. And this is why I get so mad. This is why I get so pissed off. I think that you should be able to invest in whatever you want to invest in with like maybe up to 5% of your income or something like that. Something along those lines. And the reason being is because we want to be able to do what we want to do with our money. Okay. And I think if you're allowed to, like, what are you allowed to invest in with your 401k? They allow you to invest up to 5% or 10% for your employer to match it or whatever it is. Do the same, but let people be able to have access to the IPOs and to invest in crypto or to use leverage or whatever it is they want to do. Really? Because if you're regulating these markets for accredited investors, why can non-accredited investors use it? See, 1 + 1 = 69. So that's what we really focus on the show. But anyways, I digress. We have 183 of you beautiful people in here. Shout out to Daddy Gary. Give it to me hard and fast. Y'all know. I need at least 169 likes. I only have 62, and stop being ghetto. The DCTA is in fact pushing financial education. Somebody said auto lovers, you born poor are 20 years back from then. Ticky tacky. Smash the likes for Magic Internet Beans. We don't give anything away on this channel over here. The reason why is I'm not going to pay y'all. I'm exactly not going to pay. Why you only say brown? Because I get brown in the summertime. I loves Daddy's brown. She turns pink though. My poor little pink baby. But you guys get the drift what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what background you are, if you're white, blah, 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 blah. And also my people, my Sicilians, we're come in all different colors. We literally come in all different colors. We do. Especially different times of the year, we change colors. We're like chameleons. But anyways, we're going to get straight into the news. Straight into the news over here. I'm like, Wendy is in her own world today, okay? Ooh, French toast. I actually have. Bitboy loves Wendy more than Gary, the thing. Yeah. Yeah, he sure does. Okay, we're going to talk about this a little bit. Mixing, can you also go find this tweet? We'll probably make a second content piece about this in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and get through some of the things that we have. So this is going to be the current crypto market cap, and you want to know the dumbest thing, the stupidest thing, the dumbest, most moronic thing is, look at this. FTT is up 7.4%. FTT is up 7.4%. What in the actual F y'all doing? But that's crypto for you. Y'all are a bunch of degenerates, and I adore you. I love you. But you see what I mean? We're just crazy, and you should be able to invest in FTT if you want, or whatever it is you want to do. Who knows why y'all are doing it, but it is what it is. But this is the current crypto market cap over here. We're down a little bit, and this is why. Remember what I told you. Remember what I told you. I told you guys. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to be excited, but I wanted to see a clean break above 28.2. And I also wanted to see a sustain above 27.5, approximately these areas. What happened? We broke down below. So on Sunday, we have this beautiful pump. We ran all the way up with a swing wick high at approximately $28,400. We closed here shortly, or right under 28,000. We weren't able to sustain. So it's like, be cautious, guys. I says we're most definitely going to have a pullback approximately to this area, about 27.5, 27.2, whatever that was. That hit as well. And we're going to go on our way down. The weekly chart does still look a little bit bullish. However, we can get a pullback all the way back down to 26. The whole market manipulated by futures contracts, not by supply. Man, that's why. Okay, thank you. I don't know. It's fine. But even if we go back to 26.4 and kind of consolidate in this range, it's still bullish to me. It still is long term. So is what it is. Also, too, thank you to the partners over at Ftx. I dropped the ref link in the chat. If you use my ref link, that supports me in the channel. However, also know if you use that ref link and you do not read the terms of services and you do not understand not your keys, not your coins, and you're leaving crypto assets on exchanges, I have no idea why you would do that. So please don't do that. Don't use anybody's ref link or don't sign up to any crypto exchange without understanding those things, okay? Remember the crypto contagion? Kind of a serious thing. But anyways, as far as technical analysis goes, technical and analytics, y'all, I need 169 likes. Stop grifting, smash a like. Come on. But as far as what we're seeing with the charts over here, it's like we're in this itty bitty downtrend. We're going to go ahead and use it. Well, we won't use the swings, the wicks, because I can't find two of them. We'll do the candle bodies, okay? So we're right over here. So really, unless we kind of sustain above 27.5, staying above 27.5, and we don't pump coins on this channel. I actually, our team actually got in an argument with another team earlier, a project that said, we want to pay you to talk about price, and we want to pay you to say positive things about price. Guess what? We don't do that. The amount of money I've left on the table by not doing that is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, but I'm not going to do it. That's not how it works. We don't do that. It's ridiculous. Why would you do that? Technical analysis is all about figuring out the best case for a bullish scenario and the best case for a bear scenario. It's also to give you a guide of what could potentially happen to the market. So if you're not looking at a bullish and a bearish case, what's going on? And nothing is ever super bullish all the time. I am very bullish on Bitcoin long term because I hate the establishment, and I do let my bias get in the middle a little bit, but I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum long time, even though Ethereum, little bit of trouble here, but whatever. I'm going to grift and make that money as ethically as possible, just like everybody else. Anyways, we don't talk about, like, the only time we will talk about price is when, like, we're doing a chart and if we're doing coin requests. And I'm going to tell you all if I don't think the chart looks good. And remember, also too, I told you, and I've got quite a bit of Ethereum, and I told you guys. So again, for Bitcoin to be positive, we need to stay above 27.2. However, it's looking like we might retrace back to 26.5. We'll see. Remember I told you guys that Ethereum was not looking as bullish as Bitcoin. I told you all, and you can go ahead and play with Ethereum on Ftx as well. But this is the Ethereum chart. I told you guys it wasn't looking as bullish as Bitcoin, because where's my EMAs? One sec. I just want to show y'all really quick. Because we weren't able to break above the EMA 200, we kissed it, but we weren't able to flip it into support, and that was a bearish indicator to me. So I was like, be careful. And now we're trading underneath the EMA 50. No big deal. No big deal. Ethereum probably will, just taking a look at the daily chart really quick, will probably move back down to this 1589 over here. I do think that we will see $10,000 Ethereum one day. I just don't know when. And again, I do hold Ethereum. It's very easy to disclose it. But yeah, we were like telling this team, like, no, we're not doing that. Freaking kidding me? It's ridiculous. People are ridiculous. People ask dumb stuff. I got another dumb question this week, and I'm not even going to tell you what it was. I'm going to write a book with all the stupid questions people ask me. Indicators show stuff from the past. Time to get in front of it. Okay, cool. Go ahead and use your crystals or whatever it is you want to use. Shout out to the O Army on YouTube. We have 236 of you amazing people, but I only have 122 likes, so y'all need to stop grifting. Yeah, and I've got a big bag of Gala. I'm mining it. I'm running the nodes, and I'm not planning on selling it. So we have a poll at the top over here. I have 177 votes, but not 177 likes. So you guys need to stop. You need to stop it. Grifting and smash a like. Will SBF serve jail time? 57% say yes, 28% say no, and 19%, 15%, 16% coconut protein bowl. He's going to serve jail time, but it's going to be a very sticky situation. Oh, thank you so much, Auto Lovers. My feet are cold. Hi, Raider. My feet are cold. I'm getting tired. And Raider, I'm going to have to move our call till like when I get done with the gym, like 3 o'clock, because I have to film things. I'm just like, anyways, we're going to get into the news. There's a lot to cover. I'm just rambling. Anyways, that's Ethereum. So if you shorted, good for you. Congratulations. All right. Bankman-Fried seeks to block prosecutors calling FTX investors former insiders as witnesses. Okay, and that's not him, it's his attorneys, and his attorneys are just trying to do a good job. Also to you guys, a big shout out to Kenny O. Kenny O has been very supportive of the O Show. He's here, he moderates, he checks in on me. He's just an awesome person. Great guy. And these are the type of people that we like to have around us. We like to have people that support you. We like to have people who call you out on your crap. We like to have people who are of service, and we like to have people who can critically think. Okay. Those are the types of people I like to surround myself with. I don't care your background. I don't care where you came from. I don't care if you did bad things in the past. I don't care about none of that stuff. If you are a good person today and you're actively working to improve your quality of life and educate yourself, I rock with that. I do, because it's important. It's super important. A lot of people don't think that way, and I don't understand why. A lot of people think, okay, well, I'm up here, so I only could deal with people up here. No, you deal with people from all over the spectrum. You want to know why? So many different people can add value to your life. Do not block a blessing. People that block blessings based on differences or based on bias, you're a moron. You are. You really, really are. Like, I feel bad for you, but that's okay. You can block those blessings. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to receive. I am going to take that energy. I'm going to receive those blessings for you, and I'm going to improve my quality of life, and I'm going to help all these other people improve their quality of life. Bam. Anyways, let's get back to SBF and what the actual F is happening. All right. So with Mr. FBF, Bankman-Fried seeks to block prosecutors calling FTX investors former insiders as witnesses. The trial starts today. Day one begins with jury selection. We may also get updated witness list depending on that if it's shared publicly as an exhibit. And he faces up to 115 years in prison, 7 counts of fraud conspiracy in connection with the FTX collapse. His lawyers filed a request with the court today to stop government DOJ from calling multiple witnesses, including investors. They don't want former FTX insiders testifying about the meeting of supposedly coded expressions used as part of an alleged conspiracy to misuse customer funds. A request was made a few hours before the trial began. Let's talk about that. Oh, and we love Altcoin Daily over here. We absolutely love Altcoin Daily. Good friends of mine. Great gentlemen. Also, too, they're going to be at the comedy show. So if y'all are in Venice, West LA, come to the comedy show. They've got tickets for sale. They're going to be roasting me. I'm going to get the absolute F roasted out of me. And I'm so excited for it. And I want to I want to go with the Pamela Anderson vibe because I absolutely love her. I think what the media did was terrible to her, but I adore Pamela Anderson, like absolutely iconic. So we'll see what I'll be wearing. Anyways, but back to SBF. So he did have intent to misuse customer funds. Thank you, Crypto Rican Queen. But he had intent to misuse customer funds. He had intent to do that. So he was a naughty boy. Very, very, very naughty boy. So he definitely should serve jail time. However, his parents are very, very much affiliated. And I feel like the other people, where's Sam Trabocco? Sam Trabocco was like the CEO of Alameda up until 3 months before FTX collapsed. Where is he? Carolyn's taken the fall for him. So you see how these things are weird. But yeah, Sam deserves to get in trouble. His parents deserve to get in trouble. Everybody affiliated with it to a certain extent. Okay. Insiders, people who knew what was happening. So these insiders, they want to go ahead and testify against him and say things because they want to go ahead and get off. And that's how it works. I'm no rat. I was brought up, you don't rat. Old school Italian, you don't rat. Are you a big fan of George? Seems like a cool guy. I'm cool with everybody. Yeah, Mashinsky needs to go away. The whole Celsius debacle, we'll talk about Celsius a little bit, but the whole thing is a mess. They should have just liquidated in the beginning because they wasted millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars of our money. And they're going to go after people for clawbacks. They're going to assume that influencers knew what was going on. It's just a big mess. It is a big ego trip mess. Like, it's just, the whole thing is absolutely embarrassing. And it's really sad at this point because all they've done, everybody's egos were so incarceration doesn't do things. Incarceration doesn't do things. It doesn't always fix things. It really doesn't, because when you talk about incarceration, who's paying that? Our taxpayer dollars. Ice cream tastes good. Thank you for the orbs on Earth. But this is the thing, you guys. When we're talking about these bad actors, yeah, they're bad people, but what we're going to do, we're going to incarcerate them. We're going to keep incarcerating them, putting them in jail. Guess who pays for that? Our money pays it. They should never be able to have a business. That's fine. Yeah, make them work at McDonald's. Make that $20 an hour. Those types of punishments, okay? But the fact that my taxpayer dollars are going towards a case and then I have to incarcerate this person, I don't want to pay that. Why would you want to pay that? I'd rather that money go to our schools. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I agree with his attorneys to not want to get the insiders to testify, but it's going to happen. So all this is doing is just wasting more taxpayers' money. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about what Altcoin Daily posted. Our good buddies, Altcoin Daily. We love them. I don't need to tell you guys to go follow them because I have to cloud chase them. I'm just kidding. I adore them. All right, now, the bankman-fried trial has begun. Here's who will testify against Sam. Caroline Ellison, the Alameda CEO, former lover. Gary Wang, CTO of FTX Alameda, Sam's right-hand man. Nishid Singh, FTX Director of Engineering. Andrea Van der Meer, economist, expert witness. Peter Easton, professor, expert witness. I don't know who this person is. Here's who will testify for Sam. Thomas Bishop, forensic accounting expert. Oh, Lord. Brian Kim, data analytics forensics expert. Joseph Pimby, financial consultant expert. Andrew DeWoo, professor, finance tech expert. Here's who we aren't hearing from. I told you guys. Sam Trabocco, Dan Friedberg, Ryan Salami. Ryan Salami committed a lot of these donation things, doing all this stuff. Dan Friedberg orchestrated a lot of scams, and Ben Bitboy Crypto covered that immensely. And Sam Trabocco, the CEO of Alameda, I believe. You see how that works? You see how that works? Yeah, it does. Oh, we got a super chat, $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Another $1.99 super chat from Auto Lovers. I appreciate you guys. We have 283 of you beautiful people. I don't even have 169 likes. Smash a like. We need at least 269 likes. Do not be ridiculous. Smash a like. Make my life better. The media was horrible to Pamela Anderson for a long time. Caroline loves Wang. Don't make me say it. Anyways, we have 235 votes, but I don't even have 269 likes. Smash a like. Make mommy happy. Make mama happy. All right, let's get into the next story here. So let's go ahead and compile some more evidence, more facts, more alleged things. Texas loves WendyO. I love Texas. 3 reasons SBF will be convicted. Former SEC lawyer. All right. John Reed Stark he is just insane. He's an insane person, and he's just drives me bananas. I hope to go to Consensus 2024. We'll see what happens. I'm not with CoinDesk anymore because they laid off like everybody. And again, that's part of the crypto contagion, but neither here nor there. So 3 reasons SBF will be convicted. He is a former, Stark is a former SEC attorney. He cites access to witness and evidence as a challenge for Sam's defense because he's been incarcerated, but it doesn't matter. His attorneys need to get that and figure it out. Be treated like everybody else. Stark believes prosecution evidence of Sam's illegal dealings is arguably unprecedented for a financial fraud trial. Sam's post-FTX public relations campaign may have provided evidence for impeachment. Stark says John Ray's handling of the exchange bankruptcy will also be likely weigh against SBF. So that's interesting that they would take a different CEO's experience with FTX and weigh it on Sam. Well, maybe because if he's showing how to do it, to run the exchange the proper way, maybe if he's showing how to run the exchange the proper way, then that's what will happen. Then they're going to say, sorry, I clicked the wrong program to come up. Okay. So the reason why they would probably take John Ray Dingleheimer Smith, Dingleberry Smith, is that his name? But the reason why they would probably take his leadership on how he's running FTX and compare it to Sam's is probably to hit him a lot harder and say, you know, he should have done this, but he didn't. And I get it. Sam was like a young guy, but he had more money than God, and he could have hired people to tell him how to run this thing the right way. That's just my business. That's just my business, in my opinion, but I'm just an idiot on the internet. All right. So next, FTX lobbyists tried to buy Pacific Island of Nauru to create a super species, says lawsuit. Gabe Bankman-Fried, the younger brother of FTX founder, tried to buy an island nation of Nauru, a Delaware lawsuit alleges. The allegation was a suit filed by attorneys from Sullivan and Cromwell, which is seeking to recover billions of dollars from SBF after the collapse of FTX. Nauru, with a population of about 12,000, is a little over 2,100 miles away from Brisbane, Australia. So these people, his family, seems like a bunch of sickos. What are you doing? What are you doing? And this is old news also. But he basically wanted the island in the event where 50 to 99% of people unalive, and to protect his allies and create a genetically enhanced human species, wanted to foster sensible regulation around human genetic enhancement and build a lab there. You know what that sounds like to me? On my father's side, they're Jewish. And again, I don't get the Jewish title because this doesn't come from my mother's side, but my dad was a proud Jew, so we still honor that part of him. R.I.P. Dad. But that's kind of sound. What do y'all think that sounds like? These people are cuckoo. These people are cuckoo. Like, that's weird. But again, he'll get away with that. But again, it's just weird. Like that this whole thing is weird. There's like, so all the lobbying money, all the bribing, I'm going here to stealing customer funds. I'm really trying to push anti-crypto regulation out. And then Sam was also involved in Panorama stuff. I've got DMs with him. We were kind of going back and forth about a post that he made about Panorama stuff and the for the babes, and I'm very much against that, very, very much. And the reason being is because I'm not against the for everything. Some of it, like the newer stuff, that makes me a little bit nervous because I don't trust anything that's going on. The reason why is if you look at the FDA and you look what the FDA allows them to put in our food, the chemicals and stuff, that makes me nervous. Like if you go to Europe or you go to Mexico or you go to all these other countries, a lot of the crap in America is not allowed there. A lot of our food is not allowed there. So if we have terrible food, why would I trust some of the brand new treatments? That's all I'm saying. And again, if you decide to do that, it's your business. I'm not mad at that. Like, I believe everybody deserves to have equal rights with that type of stuff and have decisions for themselves when it comes to healthcare. But at the same time, I don't trust a lot of things. I really, really don't. I don't trust a lot of the things because it makes me nervous, and it should make you nervous too. You should really do your due diligence. I will trust something that's like 50 years old that has a good track record, but a lot of the other stuff, it's not that old. They don't have all the evidence. And again, you guys, I worked in healthcare for 7 years for HIV, AIDS, infectious disease. So I know a little bit about a few little things. Okay. We have 209 likes, but I've got 300 of you beautiful, intelligent people. I need 269. You need to give it to mama. Give it to mama. So we have 273 votes up here. Will SBF serve jail time? 58% say yes, and I agree. But worst food is in the US? 100%. It is. Yeah, there is something weird with that. Like it's just not good. It's good. It's not good. That's the thing, you guys. I'm very much do what makes you happy, like live free, harm none. But at the same time, like I'm a mom, so I need to make a lot of decisions for my child now. And there's certain things that I'm just not comfortable with. And just so you guys know, when I never had the flu shot before, and then when I got pregnant, when we decided to conceive, because the reason why I never got the flu shot is because I never really used to get sick. I always had a good immune system, and I would get sick like every Christmas time, whatever. And it is what it is. There's different strands of flu. But when I was pregnant, they were like bullying me to get it. And I was like, no, I don't feel comfortable because my body, first off, my body is very sensitive. Second off, why would I put something in my body I never had before when I'm carrying life? There was no real thing. Like I was healthy. I had a really great pregnancy, super healthy. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's just ridiculous. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. And I don't bully. I don't get mad at people for making their own decisions. I don't do that. People, if it works for you and your family, just as long as you're not causing harm, good for you. All right. So this just came from Digital Asset Investors. We love them. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's see what happened. Let's go ahead and read the summary over here. All right, so the Steven Neroff story. This post right here says that Steven Neroff, one of the first Ethereum developers, was once handcuffed and put into a van by law enforcement. He was told to cooperate with the government if he wanted to watch his kids grow older. They wanted him to assist in the making convictions against top players in the crypto industry. He was given a list of individuals they wanted to make cases against, including Barry Silbert, CZ, Vitalik, Charles H., and more. I don't like that. I don't like that. So he was one of the first ETH developers, and that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on with Ethereum, and I like the project. I hold a lot of it. It's going to make me very rich later on, and I'm going to grift with it, but it's like, I kind of want to distance myself from a lot of this stuff. Like, I feel more comfortable in Bitcoin. Like, Ethereum's cool. Like, I love the innovation with Ethereum, but some of these stories make me a bit nervous. Like, they're weird. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. No crypto. No, the only account I have is this account on TikTok. So everybody else is a spam. But yeah, that's kind of weird and scary, but it also makes sense. But Barry Silbert did do bad stuff. I don't think Charles H. did anything bad, but he was mean to me besides that, other than that. CZ, I don't think CZ did anything bad. I really, really don't. At this point, and with all the crap that's being tossed at CZ, I am more leaning towards he's might have potentially made some mistakes in the back and by accident, but he didn't do it with bad intent. Because look at all the stuff that they're saying about him. And then when we're talking about Sam Bankman-Fried, Aaron Lewis, or that a-hole that wrote that book about him, was saying there's a big hole in the world and nobody likes Sam. Nobody wants to be his friend. Guess what? My dad died when I was in 5th grade and people didn't want to be my friend. They made fun of me about it. No one came and wrote a book about me. I do have a Facebook. All of my official links are on my website, CryptoWendyO.com. Please go there and verify yourself. This is basic. This is basic fundamental analysis and research. You got this. You got this. It's also on the top of my website up there. Thank you for the roses. But what I'm saying is this stuff happens to people, okay? And I didn't even do anything bad and people didn't want to be my friend. This guy stole from people. He committed fraud. He bribed. He did all these terrible things. And no wonder people don't want to be his friend. Who cares? You do bad things, people don't want to be around you. And I'm a mother, okay? I educate my daughter. I say, baby, I say, low. If you're nasty to people, they don't want to be around you and they shouldn't want to be around you. So if you want to have friends, it's okay to articulate your feelings. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to say, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. No, I'm not doing that. It's okay to compromise, but it is not okay to be an a-hole. You don't lie. You don't steal. You don't cheat. You be honest and you walk away from disruptive situations, okay? Hello. And I'm literally a moron on the internet. I'm an idiot on the internet and I teach my kid these things. How do I know these things? And I probably have brain damage too from some of the past trauma. Jeez Louise. But how do I know how to understand these things? But mainstream media is pushing the opposite. Follow the money. And they keep saying nice things about Sammy. And he also wanted to bribe Mr. Trump for $5 billion. It was on 60 Minutes. You can go watch it. But my point is what is actually happening in the United States of America? Follow the money. Don't believe people. All right, let's get in the next story. All right, so we'll talk about this. And this is from DGen News. This is a good one right here. Breaking. Proposed class action lawsuit filed against Binance for alleged violation of securities and competition laws for attempts to monopolize the cryptocurrency platform market, alleged harm to FTX official before its collapse. Let's talk about that. I remember when all this stuff went down. So Binance CZ was hit with the lawsuit accusing them of unfair competition and violations of SEC laws. Allegations suggest Binance aimed to monopolize the crypto market and harm rivals like FTX. Lawsuit stems from CZ's social media post liquidating FTT holdings, causing price to dump. Binance reportedly sold approximately 530 million of FTT before the announcement. CZ mentioned the intent to acquire FTX.com, but later withdrew the statement. Actions allegedly led to FTX entities collapse and customer losses. So that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I remember I was there. I was on the internet. I was on twitter.com. Let me tell you what happened. So there was a crypto collapse that happened with Terra Luna, Anchor, and UST. That's kind of started. But behind the scenes, Alex Mashinsky, and this is insider information I heard, Alex Mashinsky went to the Bahamas to meet with Sam. He felt that something was off. But again, Alex is a narcissist. He's not a good guy either. So he felt something was off. So he was like, you know what? We're not going to do business with you. Sam got pissed off. So Sam started I think, shorting sell, something like that. Okay. So then what happened was, and then there was all this other crap happening. Terra Luna collapsed. Celsius started collapsing, Voyager and BlockFire and all these other things. And then after that, a little bit later, CZ was like, yo, I don't want to hold your token anymore. Like, I don't want to deal with you. You're a bad man, dude. So CZ probably knew that this stuff was happening behind the scenes. And he was probably like, we don't want to deal with you anymore. I don't want your token. I don't think CZ did that with intent to destroy FTX. I think what he did was he was just like, we don't want anything to do with you because you're bad. That's what he wanted. And unfortunately, FTX was not following proper protocol. They were not segregating customer assets. They were commingling assets. They were stealing customer funds to bribe public servants and do all this other crazy stuff. And then it collapsed because CZ's like, F you, I don't want this token anymore. Deal with it. And FTX couldn't do it because they were literally running a Ponzi over there. They were literally taking customer funds and committing fraud. They were literally had no money. They had no liquidation amount over at Alameda, and they were trading back and forth with their stuff. They were printing money. They were taking loans out from each other, and there was no time to go back. So CZ was just like, and again, you guys, I'm not saying CZ's perfect. I'm not saying I'm simping for CZ. I'm not saying everything he's done is perfect, wonderful. He's 100% correct. I'm simply telling you what I think happened. I do know that there was a drama between Alex and Sam Bankman-Fried, and that kind of led to the crypto collapse. Sam was like, F you. And why did CZ want to acquire FTX after? I'll tell you why. You listening? FTX was a great exchange. It had a lot of products and services and licenses and all different types of things. I'm going to keep repeating this story to you. In California, if you want to buy a bar, if you want to open a bar, it is more affordable to buy a bar with an existing licenses than to start your own. Because for your liquor license, you have to go in a lottery and all these different things. So it is cheaper to acquire something that already has the licenses, that's already built out, just like real estate. Would you buy a house for $500,000 that was completely done, remodeled, done, had all the proper permits, move-in ready, $500,000 or $500,000? Or would you buy a house for $350,000 that needs to be completely gutted, has no permits, you have to pay for all of the remodeling? With that being said, you're probably going to have to dump in $200,000 plus all the time. And then also too, any type of work you do at that house, it takes the amount of time and energy it takes, plus a lot of times when you hire a contractor and the price ends up going up. So they might quote you $200,000, but might be more. And a lot of times it is cheaper and more cost effective to buy something that is already done so you don't have to do it. Opportunity cost. And CZ probably says, you know what? Whoops, this happened. But you know what? Let me see if I can go ahead and buy FTX. We can expand. CZ's a businessman and he's a smart one at that. That he looked at the books, he says, F no. He probably didn't know the hole was that bad with FTX. That's what happened. That's what I think happened. And there's some evidence that points to that, but you guys can go ahead and continue to do your due diligence. On this channel, hear what I say, but listen to yourself. Hear my opinions, hear my thought process, but go do your own due diligence. That's what I think happened. But Sam Bankman-Fried was behind the entire crypto collapse for the most part, in my opinion. But it doesn't excuse Alex Mashinsky and Voyager and all these other a-holes or Three Arrows Capital, these guys. That's just my opinion. All right, let me check the chat. We have 334 of you amazing people. I don't even have 269 likes. I'm mad at you. I need 269 likes. Actually, I need 300 likes. Raider said CZ knew. He knew the liquidation price too, but that's the beauty of blockchain. Yep, it is. Smash the like. That's what I think happened, and I've gotten a lot of information about that type of stuff. Raider, he probably knew it was bad, but exactly how bad? That's what I said. Is he knew it was bad, but he didn't know how bad it was. We'll get you out of there. I don't give financial advice. That's the thing, is a lot of you guys are so like, and it's just here. I don't give financial advice. I do have Brian Dame. The link is down below. They give financial advice. Wait, are you on that crypto Shark Tank? I sure am. And you? I don't know if I want you to sink or swim. No, I am, and I did a great job. I'm so proud of myself. So proud of myself. I love it. Kenyo's blocking people like crazy. We love it here. Ooh, we love it. We love the smell over here. Thank you for the roses. Anyways, let's get back into the news. But that's what I think happened. And nobody knew how big these holes were. Where's the money? Where's the money, Sam? All right, so we talked about this. Oh, and look at this. Yeah, Binance is so terrible. CZ is so terrible. Binance aids Royal Thai police and crackdown on criminal networks from the Binance blog. CZ is a scammer. Binance is terrible. They don't do any good things. Well, Binance cooperated with Thai police in an operation codenamed Trust No One. And they were able to seize $277 million from scammers. Resulted in the arrest of 5 alleged key members of a criminal group. Over 3,200 victims have contacted authorities to seek compensation for their losses related to this group. Wow. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? But CZ is a bad guy. Right? Yeah. And again, not all stories will end up this way. There won't be happy endings to everything. But I mean, this is great news. This is great that they were able to do this. So shout out to ZZ and shout out to Binance. Is ZZ perfect? No. Is Binance perfect? No. But we like to celebrate when people do good things. So if the people get their money, thank you for the roses. But if people get their money back, I rock with it. And Binance has done a lot to really help with a lot of these bad actors in the space, the people that are trying to run illicit funds through the platform. They do a great job. All right, let's talk a little bit about Celsius. So court seeks approval to start repaying customers by end of the year. I doubt it's going to happen by end of the year. So Celsius intends to start repaying customers by the end of the year, presented a reorganization plan during a hearing yesterday. Plans to repay creditors using over $2 billion in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and company stock. Plan needs approval from the judges and regulators. I doubt it's going to be by the end of the year. And then +2 with the stock, that's just going to be a whole entire mess. I really, 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 really wish that they would have liquidated in the beginning. People would have gotten so much more money back. Really. Oh, well, it is what it is. Those lawyers, though, and those people on the board and everybody affiliated with their egos, so great. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Anyways, let's get into the next story. Fed inspector blames crypto focus nepotism for Silvergate bank collapse. Of course they did. If Binance goes down, not all of crypto fails with it. It will just be bad for the industry. Okay. Also, too, you guys, you can't use Binance in the United States of America. Oh, my God. So let's read about this. First off, the banking collapse was not a crypto collapse. It wasn't a crypto failure. It was, I'll tell you why. It is monopolization of the banks. It is the high inflation rates. It is the bonds. It is the public servants making monetary policy that have no idea when the actual F they are doing. It is the people running the banks that made poor monetary decisions, and they will get off. That's what happened. Had nothing to do with crypto. But let Miss Warren tell you that, and let Byron tell you that, and let all these a-holes tell you that that's what it is. You want to know why? Because they want to push a CBDC. They want to make inflation so unbearable to where you're on your knees looking up at them like this. Please give me money. Please give me money. And they're going to give it to you at the CBDC. You see how that works? But let's blame it on crypto. Let's blame it on an entity that directly conflicts with fiat and the predatory banking systems. Let's go after Bitcoin and crypto because they're full of bad actors when, hey, was it JP Morgan that knew about the JE thing and they were doing their thing, facilitating transactions and didn't care? Yeah, that happened. Let's read more about this story here. Okay. All right. So Silvergate Bank became a premier bank for crypto clients over time. Voluntarily shut down and liquidated in March 2023. The reason why they became a voluntary bank for crypto clients, or the reason why they became a premier bank for crypto clients is because they work with startups, because they supported startups. They work for entrepreneurs, all of those types of things. Okay. That's what you do. And as a bank, I'm going to tell you guys this, as a bank, customer funds should be segregated, okay? Customer funds should be segregated completely, but the banking industry doesn't work that way. They tell you they do, but they don't. They're liars. So customer funds should be segregated. So if customer funds are segregated and it's backed one-to-one, so people could take out when they want to take out, and there shouldn't have been a collapse. There shouldn't have been a problem. But guess what happened? Collapse and problem, because these a-holes take your money and they loan it out and they invest in it and they do all this stuff where they're making 8% interest and you're making 0.03%. F you banks, F you TradFi, and this is why we Bitcoin and crypto. So a latest recap. Inspectors say the Fed Inspectors at the Fed say the collapse was due to over-dependence on risky crypto deposits that led to ineffective management. No, it wasn't. It was due because funds aren't really backed one-to-one, and they take your loans and they take your funds and they loan it out to other people. Change in strategy to focus on customers in 2013 played a role. No, it didn't. Deposits grew from $1 billion in 2017 to $16 billion in 2021. That's also known as inflation. Majority deposits uninsured and non-insured bearing. That's a problem. That's a Fed problem. What about the FDIC? That's a Fed problem. Fed said if the bank had properly followed existing banking regulation, it should have filed a new application with the Fed, but government supervisors failed to pressure it and establish new risk protection measures. There you go. There's your answer. That's why it collapsed. The Federal Reserve said the bank, if the bank had properly... The Federal Reserve said if the bank had properly followed existing banking regulation, it should have filed a new application with the Fed. But government supervisors failed to pressure to establish new risk protection measures. Stronger and earlier supervisory actions could have prevented this collapse. Holy mother of God. What's the SEC's job again? Can somebody tell me what the SEC's job is? Because they literally said that public servants failed to do their job and check up on this bank. They said that the people running the bank failed to follow regulatory procedures. So it's not a crypto problem. It's not a crypto contagion. It is a banking failure. It is a public servant failure. It is a Federal Reserve failure. It is a predatory third-party failures. Just because you're a crypto business doesn't mean you're bad. Wow. You see how the story changes once you actually read? Thank God for critical thinking. Thank God for longer attention spans, because guess what? If we didn't read that, we'd be like, oh my God, it was a crypto fault. I told you it was in the beginning, and I told you back then it was in the beginning. It was their fault. It was the Federal Reserve. It was the banks. Maybe Gary Gensler. I don't even know. It's the people managing these banks. It has nothing to do with crypto. Stop shaming entrepreneurs. Stop shaming people for wanting to improve their quality of life and creating businesses. Yes, entrepreneurism is risky. Yes, startups are risky. But at the end of the day, that's how America was able to thrive, based on entrepreneurism. You understand? You understand how that works? So guess what? Maybe some of the government money we have, some of the government money we have should be given to continue to support entrepreneurs. I've been going a long time today. Oh, we've got a lot more to cover. A lot more to cover. All right. Apparently the federal, I don't know what's going on. 10-year and 30-year Treasury yields rise to their highest level since 2007. Let's talk about what this means. Serves as a benchmark for mortgage rates and reflects investor confidence. 2-year Treasury yields also edge higher to 5.115%. Yields and prices move in opposite directions, and 1 basis point equals 0.01%. I don't know what the hell this means, and I don't care. Right. Hold on. All right. We have to do this because this is important. Shout out to our partners over at Radix. Shout out to them. So we're going to go ahead and cover this really quickly. Well, not really quickly, because Radix is actually doing really cool stuff. They are literally an awesome layer one, like absolutely awesome. So the Radix Babylon mainnet. Oh, and also to you guys, full disclosure, we partner with them for the show. We love what Radix is doing. Happy to support them and happy to partner with them. The Radix Babylon mainnet upgrade is now completed. A new chapter in Web3 and DeFi has begun, welcoming a radically better experience for developers and users alike. So what do we need to know about this over here? What do we need to know about this over here? Down over here. So they built a platform and community that can reshape DeFi and crypto adoption as we know it. And they've also fixed many of the problems we have with security and ease of use, and made it easier for developers to build and not worry about security, so they can focus on building great apps and running businesses. And again, that's a big problem in crypto is security, all the hacks, exploits, those types of things. Also, too, if you guys go to the this website over here, it'll give you all the different Radix projects in the ecosystem. And you can all search by all the apps by category. And in the coming weeks, we're going to see a lot of Babylon ready apps launching. And I'm very excited to show you guys and also to watch and see what they are building. Okay. Because it's something that they're building that's very secure and easy to use. And that helps with adoption. And also too, the best part for users is the wallet apps. It's easy to onboard people that have no Web3 experience because Web3 doesn't exist yet, number one. Number two, crypto is still complicated, and it's very simple, secure, and easy to use, and it is available on desktop and mobile. The reason why I like mobile is because you can use a burner phone, and the reason why I like desktop, we don't use desktop for everyday purchases or everyday things or scrolling and stuff. So if you can buy a throwaway laptop, use that. It's also human readable transactions, no more seed phrases, and you can use it across multiple devices, which makes it easy. And they're fixing all other things that make Web3 and DeFi too hard for normal people. And again, we did a review with them, which we partner with Radix for. So go ahead and watch it and join their community, ask questions. And hopefully we'll be able to partner with Radix in the future. I really like what they're doing. I think it's fantastic. And I like projects that are making crypto easy for people to use. Why? Because we love that. Because crypto is still kind of complex to use. It really, really is. That being said, let's check the chat. We have 307 likes, 270 people watching. I appreciate you guys. Who's Byron? You all know who Byron is. We have 382 votes. I should have 382 likes also, but that's okay. I rock with y'all. Now, what else? There's a bunch of stuff I didn't get a chance to cover. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll cover some of these things tomorrow. But anyways, you guys, I gotta go. I gotta get to the gym. I've got a full day, an absolute full day tomorrow. This whole entire week, and I have to finish writing my roast and all kinds of stuff. I've got meetings. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much. Oh, wait, we have one more thing. No, I'll do a video on it. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys really quick. This is important. Stick around, please, and smash the likes. This is really important. If you are using Coinbase, if you are a Coinbase user, Coinbase will delist 80 trading pairs on October 16th. Okay. What does this mean? This means that they're going to be removing all these different trading pairs. Okay. All of it. So if you are invested in any of these things, I highly recommend you take a look at the Coinbase article and you understand what is being delisted, because if you are holding any of these on there, you might not be able to get your coins back. Okay. So with that being said, if you're a Coinbase user, you need to pay attention to that, because if you're holding any of those coins or tokens, you need to either move them off or just transfer them over, etc. But anyways, on that note, we're going to go ahead and go. I got a bunch of stuff to do. I appreciate your guys' time today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts. Please share this. Welcome back to the O Show. Mommy's talking here. I'm going to make myself a protein bowl and I got to get my stuff done. Raider, we'll probably meet around 3 o'clock. I'll touch base with you in a bit. But anyways, you guys, send in love and light. Watch. I got a 3:30 p.m. PST video drop in. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye. Bye, babies. Appreciate you guys.